This is my Polaris RZR 570 long-term review. I've had this for about a year. I'm really happy with it. The only thing that I really don't like is it does ride kind of rough, but I just did an upgrade for that. I picked up these Fox shocks that came off of an Arctic Cat Wildcat 700. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. The gas mileage is definitely better than the 800 that I had before. Everything is a lot tighter than it was on my 800 because I bought this with really low miles. This is my crossbow and cargo rack. Right now the cargo is going to go on the top, and eventually I'll have another video about how my crossbow is going to go underneath this shelf, and I'll still have room underneath. I have a water tank on there right now. That thing is full right now. There's the Fox shocks in the back, adjustable up top. But overall, I'm really happy with it. Acceleration and top speed on this, I don't notice any difference from my RZR 800. The 570 seems to have just as much power, and the top speed is more than I ever use. I know the top speed is a little bit slower, but the type of riding I do, I'm never going to notice it. Tires are holding up good. I picked up these Tusk Doors. There's a link in the description below. These doors are very good at keeping out brush, but with the type of latch that they have, it's not something I'd want to trust in a rollover, because if this door got bent out, you can see this pin just slides down, and it would just slide down if the door was bent out. It's not a latch like you'll see on some other side-by-side doors. This has a Tusk roof on it. It seems to work okay. I also made this little bumper brush guard for the front. That way things will hit this before they, instead of hitting this plastic on the front and getting that plastic all scratched up. I haven't had any issues with it. It always starts every time. Sometimes after a few seconds it will stall, but then it'll start right back up. Maybe once a month it'll do that. I did have the, sorry, I said there was no issues. I did have the voltage regulator. This piece right here did go out on me, so I did have to get a new one. And I have a relocation kit for that. I need to do that to relocate that. Another thing that I changed was the side passenger protection bars. So the bar before, it came out here and then down to here, and it makes it kind of hard to get in and out. So I cut it off here, welded a washer on, cut it off there, welded on a washer. Then I have this 5/8 cold rolled steel bar, cut angles on that, and I welded that in. I do have a separate video on that you can check out. So it's easier to get in there now, but you're not sacrificing the rigidity of having that bar in there, which does help keep your frame from flexing. And you can literally see it flex. You can see it right here from this piece that's mounted to the door to this piece right here without those bars. You can see that gap change as you're riding, or if somebody gets in. The suspension, when I got it, it rode pretty rough, and it did get a little bit better with time and after I adjusted the shocks, but switching to the Fox shocks definitely helped even more. It still doesn't ride as well as a large machine like a Ranger, but with short suspension arms you're only going to get so much. So that's the 2019 RZR 570. I'm really happy with it. Please let me know if you have any questions.